Good afternoon, Internet. I'm your host, HazelPlace89, and welcome to City Skylines 2. We're in Blackshire again today, and for this episode, it might be a little shorter, I'm not quite sure yet. We're going to do something with this area here. This awkward little shape between all of the railroad tracks and whatnot. I think that we could get that taken care of. As you can see, we have lots of demand for just about everything. So what I want to do is kind of address that. Let's see what we have down here. We could definitely go ahead and add some commercial or residential. We're gonna actually take that out right now. But anyway, sorry, distraction. So this is a place that we could do something in. I want to kind of continue expanding our like high-rise situation. You know, the skyscrapers and whatnot that we had out in this area. I think that would be a good idea. So what we're gonna do, let's just come through here. We're gonna add a tower here, actually. See if we can't get a couple little bad boys there. And then as we go, we can kind of figure things out with that. But I definitely want to kind of work on this area. So what I think we'll do, we're going to grab this road, our 2-lane. I'm going to come off. Let's back up a little bit. Let's go about right here. Let's try to go. That seems about good. And then we're going to just. Oh, we could also come off this bridge. So let's come off the bridge about this direction. Yeah. And then we'll kind of have a straight segment here, and then we can do something like this. Oh, I deselected it. We'll do something like that. And then we can just come in with a nice simple curve. Like so. And then something similar on this side. We'll have you. Let's go about here. And then I think this is a good idea. Like that. Then we can draw this way. And then here's what we'll do. Have a little thing coming off, and then we'll grab our simple curves once again. We'll do that. The zoning is really gross, but you know, that's something that we'll just have to deal with as we play, and there's nothing wrong with it. So there we have that. We've got some kind of the outline of a road frame. I imagine that this will house things like commercial, and then on the inside here we will have probably some residential of some capacity. Oh, let's grab our straight section. I always tend to do that. I always seem to forget that I need to deselect the one. Like so. Alright. So we've got that. I don't want to make too many connections, but I think I like the idea of having a connection here. Just to kind of, for this to make sense, right? This makes sense to me. So not too many connections close together off of our arterial here, which is great. And so now what we're gonna do is I like the idea of just drawing in some alleyways so we can really kind of figure this out. We're gonna just do that. I kind of want to make the grid as, you know, as good as possible, as good as I can get it. And I don't mind that. That seems fine. And then let's come off here. Actually, let's go up one. We'll do this. Do that. And then we'll grab our curve tool again, and we'll just kind of a nice simple curve head. So yeah, let me tell you what I've done. So if we scroll out, you can see that there are no boundaries anymore, no tile boundaries. So I went in and I enabled unlock all tiles. It comes vanilla now. And the reason for that is I'm not a fan of tile upkeep, and I don't want to play with that mechanic, to be honest. So we have that. I have that turned off. Hopefully they'll Paradox and Colossal Order will kind of take a look and examine that. Like I've said several times, I understand why it's in the game. It's just not my favorite mechanic. But what's cool is that we can, let's do this. Let's just come off straight here. Yeah, that's fine. But what's fine about it is that they've given us the ability to play without it. And so, given that option, I'm going to do that. So I don't want there to be a ton of roads, even alleyways in this area. So what I think we'll do is we'll have one more connection. We'll come out here. We're gonna come out here as well. Let's try to get a 90 degree. And then we will just continue drawing this out. And then I want to add a curve off of this road, like so. Yeah, there we have it. And I think we might have a cut through here. Let's do that. We'll do a straight. We'll do this, and then it'll be fine. All right, so here's the situation in which we find ourselves. We have demand for just about everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out some mixed use. We're going to do all of that right here, and that should satisfy both commercial and residential. And that'll be a good time. I think I like the idea of adding some more here. And probably a little more here. And then let's grab just normal old commercial and put it on the end there. And we'll just leave that. Our demand for that is going away, but that's okay. So here's what we've got. We have all of that coming in, which is awesome. I love it. I want to add some, let's get a district in the area though. Let's draw from this side. We're gonna do a district here, and I'm gonna actually follow the railroad track. And ooh, why are you overlapping? It's okay, we'll adjust that after a while. Yeah, here we are. I need to get better about adding or doing districts, honestly. That is a thing that I don't really do in this game, is add districts. But that's okay. So we have that. That'll be a good time. So what we can do, let's come through here now, and we're going to add some high density housing. Let's add a square here. Let's add a little... I don't want them to be right up on each other. I don't think I mind that. I think we'll take a look and see how that works after a while. And I don't think I want it on these 2-lane roads either. So that is something that we'll have to make sure that we don't do. So here's the trick. We're going to do that and then cut that off, and then we're good. Same thing over here. Do that. Cut that off. Ooh, perfect. Something just kind of personally, because I want them to add zoning tools, right? Like how they had in Cities 1, where you could toggle zoning off of a section of road. And the mod, I believe. Word on the street, anyways, that the mod that does that in Cities 2 is broken. So I don't have that enabled, but that's fine. Okay. While we're here, I kind of like the idea of adding some parking lots. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to let's actually grab... You know what? I think we're going to do something fun here. Let's delete you because I don't actually need that. Yes. We're going to grab that and let's draw a path, or a road, and kind of encase the building. Ooh, excuse me, like so. And then we can grab some parking lots. Yeah, I like it. We just have to find one that we like and that works in this area. Ooh, all right. Let's see if we can't scooch this down. Ooh, hold on. Almost had it. There we go. So now we have a fun little parking area, and I like the idea of coming in here because I saw something interesting. Motorcycle parking lot. Let's add that. And then what we can do, we can come through and detail and add fun little details with detailing. All right. Let's come through. We're gonna add a path like so. I'm surprised that I was able to do that actually. So that's awesome. So now they can just come straight on through right here. And so this complex, so to speak, is for this little apartment. This is going to be a massive skyscraper apartment, but that's fine. So full disclosure, I am looking for opportunities in my career, and I was looking at an area in Missouri that kind of had kind of a downtown area of the state. I'm gonna turn off these things. Guidelines, I don't need those right now. Let's just do this. You know what? Actually, I don't want it fronting the train station. Let's draw this here. Yeah. Then I think we'll make a single connection. What is this? I've just realized that this is all sorts of messed up. How do you like that? I'm gonna... There we go. That was confusing. I'm kind of embarrassed that I just now saw that. But yeah, I was looking at this area that I might have to move to, depending. I kind of don't want to. But anyway, there was office buildings and high-rise apartment buildings all clustered in together, and I'm kind of drawing inspiration from that for today. All right, let's do a road here, and then actually let's draw this back a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to make this kind of like as straight as possible. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind it. So I'm gonna have this be like more extension of the office. I see how beautiful these buildings are. You know, so good. So here's what we've got. Oh, this is a 2-building situation, and I like it. I like that a lot. Same thing we're gonna do over here is add some parking around the bottom of these buildings. So I'm going to kind of, let's come back a little bit off of you. And then we can do this, and we can do that. And then I'm going to do something similar and cut off zoning here. Yeah. Then we can add another high rise, kind of like so. And then I think we'll add some low rent housing apartment buildings. Yeah, because we have demand for those, and it'd be a good idea to get that in. So anyway, as I was saying, we basically all sorts of zoning or all sorts of uses kind of all together. I wonder what that'll look like. That'll look really cool, I think, with respect to how dense everything is together. So I kind of want to mimic that look as best I can in this area. But I also want to be thoughtful. I don't want to just pack a bunch of skyscrapers next to each other, like directly adjacent. So let's say we have a lot like this. I don't want that to be a skyscraper and that to be a skyscraper. I don't want full blocks of just towers, you know. I don't think it would look realistic. But what we have the ability to do is kind of mix up our use cases, mix up what we have going on. And I think that'll be a good idea. So what we have, I'm going to add, I don't want zoning on this bridge, so we'll have to do our pathway trick. Yeah, fixed it. Alright, so here's what we've got. We're going to go back here. We're going to grab some high or mixed use. I want to start to do large buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I think we'll just do it right here. And you know, like I'm here for it. I really am. I don't mind this. This is nice. Just taking our time today, just having fun, just playing the game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And it would make sense for there to be super dense use cases in this area since it is a downtown, right? Since it is a more kind of large area, if that makes any sense. I like the idea of kind of curving this in, or alternatively, we don't have to put anything right here. We can also delete that. Because I'm not sure what will go out here at this juncture in the game. Alternatively, we have all sorts of fun stuff. Could we get... Oh, yes. That's perfect. That is perfection. And we have all sorts of cool stuff we can do. Helicopters. Let's get those. And then I think what we'll do... At this point, it's just like all the expensive stuff, right? A gas power plant. That'll be something that we want to take a look at because we can. That's the tree that gives us the nuclear power plant. I'm gonna remove you. We don't need that. Nuclear. All right. But while we're out here, we can definitely add ourselves some row homes. And I know that I said that I might want to do commercial right here, but I think row homes would be a good idea. And I saw this on City Planner Plays video that he did. He went out like 3 units, and then he had parking behind the row homes, butting up against the railroad track. And I liked it, so I'm going to do it. So I think that's a good idea. So I'm going to do that. Let's see about getting this like that. Oh, you silly goose. You silly goose, you ruined it. It's fine. Oh, it looks so weird. But anyway, so we can go back to our parking lot. We can find one. Nope. Huzzah. Come on. Alright. Could we use move it, I wonder? To just kind of scoot these bad boys back a little bit. Yeah, we could. Beautimous. So I'm going to delete those and bring those back in. All right. So that's fun. And then we can do something similar over on this direction. But before, I'm going to actually do the parking trick before I do the zoning of the things. Because that was embarrassing. Now we'll get a parking lot. We'll grab a lot of that. That's fine. I don't mind it. Alternatively, we could probably add another situation right there, but I think it's fine. Do that. And have like detailing or something behind it. It's not as nearly as pretty as City Planners was, but that's okay. This is the one. This is a beautiful thing about City Skylines. You can make it as nice or as not as you'd like. So that's where we're at. And I also think it kind of is interesting because I'm playing on a curve. It's Sheldon. Sheldon the dog. My Sheldon the dog. Ooh. Alright. So she's moving again. We're gonna scoot she back just a hair. And hopefully a little more. A wee bit more. Come on. There we go. So that should get that. We'll do some of those. And then I think we're going to look back over here. Oh yeah. Beautiful. It's very nice. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Fixed it. Whew. Spooky. Oh man, look at this. It's starting to like come together, right? We're starting to get skyscrapers. All of them. And I'm not sure how far I want to go with the skyscraping, to be honest. I don't know how silly I want to do that. But what we can do, let's see if we can't grab and get another nice big office tower. Probably. Let's get one right here. Let's set it back off the road. We're going to grab our alleyway. We're going to do this. Let's grab about 4 units, and then let's go 3 and 3. Ooh, alternatively, we could just do that. Let's turn off Snap Grid. There we are. All right. And we're going to have one massive office building right there. We'll let that come in. But yeah, so like honestly, I'm kind of loving the way that this is starting to turn out. Like I said a while ago, we'll have to think about the parking situation because that's something I want to do. I want to come off this grid and we're going to do that. I'm just going to dezone and rezone. Yeah, that should be fine. Did I mess something up? I think I did. Yeah, I messed that all up. So let's get this back in. We're gonna grab that again. We're gonna grab that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just have to deal with that. Perfect. So now we can add some of our parking behind here. So let's do that. Let's grab a medium parking lot. Oh man, that could almost fit. So let's do the modest parking trick again. Because I just really like the way that kind of looks. So then we can grab another. It's hard to see because of the shadow of this massive tower right here, but that's fine. We'll grab another motorcycle parking lot. Right there. And for this right here, I don't want parking on this street, so we'll kind of do what we did with this. See if we can't grab, you know, we may have to put parking right there. Alternatively, if we can just get a small board, what we'll do, let's see if we can't grab could we do just snap to the sides of buildings? I wonder. It's because this thing is like really tiny. Alright, there's that. That's fine. I don't mind it. And then we can grab another parking lot and let's do. Can we get some tiny parking lots in here? I can do that. Yeah, that shadow is really kind of giving me a fit. But that's fine. We'll do that. Delightful. Alright, then we're going to do something similar over here. We're going to grab this thing. We're going to grab that. And we're going to just kind of snug her up all the way kind of to the end there. That's funny. Could we go down a little bit and then grab another parking lot? Totally could. I don't like how that's acting now. So let's remove those and try again. Perhaps we could use a different kind of parking. That's a little too large. Oh, we could get by with the medium parking lot. Very large parking lot. That's all. I do want to get motorcycle parking again, so let's put those right there. And I think we could get I don't want to remove Daffodil Street for the sake of a single parking lot. That's just kind of silly in my opinion. So what we could do, we could grab just a couple small parking lots in here, and then we can grab the tinies. We add. Let's remove that. We'll just add one directly next to our motorcycle parking lot. Yeah. So this is cool. What I think I like the idea of doing is just kind of figuring this out and doing some more. Oh no, people are dying. Do we have, what does our medical coverage look like? Let's add a crematorium. Let's kind of add it right here, I think. I think that's a fine idea. We can have this being its own little situation. And what's cool is that we can have buildings not directly on the silly asset. That's awesome. So there's that. We have that going for us, which is nice. And then we can kind of turn this into a thing. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and detail just a little bit. I think that's a good idea. We're all getting off to a great start, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind kind of what we've done to the place. We're going to have this be our screenshot because this is awesome. For this episode, and there we have it. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I think I'll do detailing another time. Kind of feeling a little funky this morning, and I don't want to draw out an experience that might not be enjoyable for everyone. So we're gonna just call it here today, folks. We'll do a detailing run another time. People are moving in to the city. So what I think we'll need to do as well is think about getting another way in, because we've only got this right here as our main entry point. What we could do, we could build an exit coming around all the way up here, and I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. Alternatively, we have this right here. You can just build a junction right there. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate your viewership. I know it was kind of a weird episode today. I want to thank you all for being here with me. We're going to hopefully next week get back on track with a more quality episode of City Skylines. I appreciate you all. Your viewership's wonderful. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscribes. It all helps and it all means a ton. So with that being said, I want to thank you all, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.